Whitecross, Chapter 25. I could barely look at anyone when I got back to the living room. Lucky for me, nobody even noticed I'd been gone. Damon's game was off the hook. One of the best college ball head-to-heads I'd ever seen. Davidson had dropped behind Wake Forest in the first half, but they came back hard in the second and ended up winning 89-82. 16 of those points were Damon's too. He was tearing it up. And maybe, just maybe, so was Gabe. When I went to bed that night, I kept my phone under the covers with the alarm set for 1:45 a.m., which was like a joke. I mean, did I really think I was going to be able to sleep any time before 2? Yeah, right. Instead, I just lay there staring at the ceiling until it was finally time to sneak back to the basement. Then I soft-stepped down the quiet side of the stairs and stepped into the kitchen long room to get a bowl of rice checks. Nana's room was right there, and I figured that a midnight snack was the best alibi I could give in case she got up to see who was prowling around. But by 1:55 a.m., I was parked downstairs in front of my PS4. My hand was shaking on the controller as I logged in and got myself back over to Gabe's bunker. I used the QUBUQ entry code, made my way into the trap door, and went down the spiral stairs. When I opened the door to the main part of the Gabe's crib, it wasn't quite as empty as the last time. Someone else was there. Another avatar. One I hadn't seen before. He was wearing black, an all-black superhero skin from head to foot, like Black Panther or Venom's. It almost looked like a shadow standing there, but my mind was exploding with a pretty good idea who this was. I threw my headset as fast as I could. "Hello?" I said, which is when I heard Gabe's voice in my ear. "Hey man, what's up?" I actually slapped a hand over my mouth just to keep from shouting and waking up Nana. It was like fireworks going off in my brain, like getting a full-body electric shock. Gabe Qualls was right there in front of me, as much as an avatar counts anyway. "Don't freak out, okay?" he said. "I know this is crazy, but I just wanted to let you know I'm not cutting pieces up in pieces somewhere, or halfway to Alaska like you might be thinking." Gabe didn't usually make a lot of jokes, but when he did, he had weird sense of humor. Even right now, as for me, I didn't know what to say, which was crazy since I'd been sitting on a giant pile of questions for 16 days. "Gabe! Dude! Where are you?" I finally asked. "It's better if we don't talk about that," Gabe said. "Why? What's going on? Are you okay?" "Listen," he said, "I don't have a lot of time, but I know you've been trying to find me, and I need to ask you a huge favor." "Anything. What is it?" I asked. "Stop." "What do you mean? Stop what?" I asked. "Stop looking for me," Gabe said. "It's better if you do. For both of us." "Slow down," I said. I felt like I was in some kind of bullet train, like everything was flying by so fast I couldn't focus on any of it. "I need you to take about 8 steps back." His avatar backed away from mine. "Very funny," I said. "Seriously, Gabe, what the hell's going on?" "It's complicated," he said. "Is that why you broke into my house? Because it's so complicated?" I asked. I didn't mean to sound mad. In fact, I didn't care that he'd done that. I just wanted to know why. "I'm really sorry about that. I wish I could get you all your stuff back, but I can't. It's too late for that." "So I know why you brought back the laptop, but what about the guns?" I asked. "Those things freaked me out," he said. "I knew it," I said too loud and turned to look up the stairs to make sure nobody was coming. Then I went on whispering again. "But why'd you take them in the first place?" "Wasn't my choice," he said. "Well, what does that mean?" I asked. "Listen," he said, "I wish I could tell you more, but I can't." "Yeah, that's not good enough," I said. "Is this about your dad? Is he the reason why you ran away?" But Gabe wasn't biting on any of the questions. "Just one other thing," he said. "Did you tell anyone about this yet? I mean, with your laptop and all?" "No," I said. "It seemed like you wanted it to be a secret." "Good," he told me. "Let's keep it that way. Total code of silence, okay? Not even Cedric, Ruby, or Mateo. And especially not your dad." Now I was getting scared all over again. "Why, Gabe? Tell me something. Tell me anything, man," I said. "If it gets too hot around here, I'm going to have to find a new spot. And then I don't know where I'd go," he said. "That's why you got to quit looking for me, at least for now." He stopped for a second, like maybe he'd said too much. "At least you have to what?" I asked. "Just promise you won't say anything, please?" I was feeling more desperate by the second. It was like this wasn't only making things worse, but Gabe didn't sound so good either. Okay, I said. "I promise. But then, why did you even come here? Why are we having this conversation?" "Because you're my only friend," Gabe said. "My only real friend, anyway. I didn't want you to worry." That was almost like another joke. I obviously was going to worry now more than ever. Are you coming back? I asked. Like, ever? I knew I was asking too many questions too fast. But I couldn't stop talking. Gabe, listen, I can help you. Tell me what the problem is. Or what I can do. I'll bring you whatever you need. Just say the word. He didn't answer that one either. It was silent for about 5 seconds, but his new avatar was still there, just standing like a statue. It didn't tell me much except that he hadn't logged out. Gabe? I tried again. Then I heard another voice in the background. Not Gabe's. Somebody else. A guy. It was too muted to pick out any words, but it sounded like he was mad at something. Nothing, Gabe said then, but not to me. He was talking to whoever was there. It's cool, Chill, I'm just gaming. I heard some more noise and a shuffling sound, maybe some kind of scuffle. Gabe! I felt totally helpless. It was like he was in trouble on the other side of some glass wall and I couldn't reach through. I was so close and there wasn't anything I could do. Get off me, man! I heard him say this then. Just give me a second. Then it cut off. The sound stopped and the avatar in front of me blinked away, which meant Gabe had just logged off, or someone had cut the power to his PlayStation. I felt like I'd been kicked in the chest. I wanted to cry, shout, and punch something, all at the same time. Was he okay? Was he worse off than I thought? Most important of all, how much time did I have left before Gabe disappeared again? He'd already proven he could do it once. Maybe he'd even be better at it the second time, and then I'd never hear from him again. There's no way of knowing, but it sure seemed like I needed to pick up my pace now. It was like my dad says about his own investigations. The clock is always running. And when it comes to a missing person, time is never on your side.